Hey, you, I need you to hit the subscribe button below.
A sign shows you what bus is coming. A sign identifies something. So what is that sign saying? It's showing that you're not a Haitian, right? That you're an Israelite, according to the Bible. Read verse 48.
Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things.
And one of all, you want to serve the so-called white man in one of all things. And one right now of catching this bus.
Right. That's right.
Blacks don't own this bus line.
Right. You know?
They say we're going to serve our enemies in one of all. If you want to get home, you better serve your enemy. That's what he's saying. Who owns the bus company right now? Who owns the bus company? Do a Haitian own it? Do a black man own it? Do a Jamaican own it? No. Who owns it? This devil right here. This devil right here owns it. That's who owns it. This devil right here is the reason why you're waiting for this bus right now. That's who owns it. The fake, lying Jesus. Because in the Bible, they call Christ a black man. Hair like wool, feet like burned brass.
Right.
Keep reading on that.
And nakedness, and the want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
He shall put a yoke of iron upon our neck. In slavery, do we not have yokes of iron upon our necks? You see that? Did that not happen to us? You see them old slave movies, 12 Years a Slave, Roots and all that? Did that not happen? Remember, this has been a long time ago. Moses is talking to the Israelites. You are Israelites. You're not a Haitian. You come from the tribe of Levi.
Right.
Read on.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he hath destroyed you.
Until he hath destroyed us, meaning by what? Until destroyed us, meaning that we call ourselves black, African American, Haitian, Jamaican. Mentally we destroyed because those names don't mean nothing. Those names mean oppression. That's why he said until we had destroyed thee. Give me verse 37.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword.
He said, thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword. What's a byword? A byword is a different name outside your God-given name. A byword is Jamaican, Trinidadian. God don't call you that. He don't call you Haitian, Jamaican, African American. God calls you an Israelite.
That's right.
From the 12 tribes of Israel. Levi, Benjamin, Judah, Naphtali, Issachar, Asher, Simeon. God don't call you these names that don't mean nothing. These degenerate names that the oppressor has given to us. So understand this day, sister, you are Israelite according to the Bible. And you got to keep God's commandments. Give me verse Deuteronomy 22, verse 5. Is it right for a man to wear a dress, sister? Should a man be wearing a dress? Yes or no? Will you go out with a guy that was wearing a dress? No, right? Read this real quick.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22, and verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
It say the woman should not wear that which pertains unto a man. Read.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
Neither should a man put on a woman's garment. Neither should a man put on a woman's garment. So it say neither should a man put on a dress. That's a woman's garment, right? That would be a woman's garment, right? Okay, then what would be a man's garment? Pants. Right. God don't want our people cross-dressing.
Yes.
Right. God don't want us, the woman that he calls a princess of God, wearing the pants, because the pants is for the prince of God. Right. You understand what the Bible is saying? I understand you didn't know, but we didn't know this before, so we're not trying to condemn nobody, but we got to tell the truth to our people. Why? Because when a woman wears pants, right, and especially tight pants, what kind of man does that attract? What kind of man do you attract when you wear tight pants? Is it going to be you say like the wrong type? Is it going to be a man that wants you for your mind or for your body?
Bring it out.
The wrong type of men is the ones that you would attract. And we're tired of seeing our sisters with the wrong type of man. We're tired of seeing our brothers with the wrong type of woman. We're here to teach our people, let them know God got a better plan for you. God got a better man for you. God got a better woman for you. God got a better mother and father for you. But the key thing you got to do, you got to know who you are, and you got to keep the commandments. So read it from the top again.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. For all that do so.
All that do so. This is what God is saying. Every man that wears a dress, every woman that wears pants, God is saying all that do so is what?
Are abomination unto the Lord thy God.
Abomination. That means God hates that. Abomination is something you hate. Give me the one that says dress a stranger power when he comes. So if you're doing something that God hates, what do you think God's going to do to you? If you continue to do something that God hates, what will God do to you? He'll what? Set you where you belong. That's good. That's a good answer. That's the right answer. Set you where you belong. We're going to read it. We're going to read the Bible what God is going to do for everyone that's not dressing the way he told us to dress. Read.
The book of Zephaniah, chapter 1 and verse 8. And it shall come to pass in the day of the Lord's sacrifice.
It said, it shall come to pass in the day of the Lord's sacrifice. What does it mean to sacrifice something? What do you think that means? In the day of the Lord's sacrifice. Sacrifice meaning in terms of, yeah, you said give up something else. Mean of, in the Bible term, when we sacrifice, we killed animals. We sacrifice an animal, all right? Exactly. So in the day of the Lord's sacrifice, which means he's going to kill something, read.
That I will punish the princes and the king's children, and all such as are clothed.
So he will punish the prince. Who are the princes? The princes of God. We talked about that. The princes and the king's children will be the women and children. I will punish them. How's he going to do it?
And all such as are clothed with strange apparel.
All such that are clothed with strange apparel. God is going to sacrifice and kill everybody dressed in strange apparel.
Right.
So to him right now, to God right now, what you read is strange. Because he didn't ordain you to do that. We're going to read out of the Bible what God calls you. Genesis 32 verse 28. I'm going to prove to you that God calls you a princess. Genesis 32 verse 28. So when Christ come back, sister, if you wear strange apparel, he's going to sacrifice you.
That's right.
Which means he's going to kill all those clothes in strange apparel. Here's why. He don't call you an African American, Haitian, or Jamaican. This is what he calls you.
The book of Genesis chapter 33 and verse 28.
32:28.
32 and 28. And he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob.
Jacob is the father of the 12 tribes right there. That's the father of the, he said his name, you ain't gonna be called no more Jacob, read.
But Israel.
Israel.
For as a prince hath thou power with God.
He says, for as a prince has their power with God, read.
And men.
And men. So God was calling Jacob a prince of God, right? His name is changed to now from Jacob to Israel, for as a prince has their power with God. So if Jacob is a prince of God, us the men are princes of God. What would that make you women? Princess, right? And if you're a princess, princess is royalty. Princesses don't wear pants. They wear dresses. Because God ordained the women to wear a dress and the man to wear pants. Give me modesty. Now, when you do put that dress on, here's the kind of dress it has to be. Read.
The book of 1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 9. In like manner also, that the women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
It says the women adorn themselves in modest apparel. You know what modest apparel means? What do you say? I heard you say covered up. Covered up. That's the kind of, now if when you get that beautiful dress, don't get one of them short, tight skirts that come up right here. You want to get a nice dress that's going to cover up your body. Why? Because give me marriage is honorable. The women adore, so you understand what the Bible is saying. The women adore themselves in modest apparel. When you do put that dress on, here's a reason why you got to put that dress on.
The book of Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 4. Marriage is honorable.
You hear that?
In all.
You hear that, sister? It says marriage is honorable. Marriage is honorable. Read.
And the bed undefiled.
And the bed undefiled. Read.
But whoremongers and adulterers God will judge.
You know what that means? Whoremongers and adulterers God will judge. I mean, people running around with girlfriend and boyfriend, that's whoremongers and whores to go into God.
Right.
He said marriage is honorable. That's why when you put that dress on, before you get married, no man should be looking at your body except for your so-called husband. Are you married yet? So when you do get married, your body's only for his eyes.
Right.
And when you wear tight clothes, especially pants, all these men out here who want to do, see how that brother was looking at you right now? See him turn the corner, that brother almost broke his neck trying to look at you. Why? Because he see a woman in pants. He's not looking at you for your mind. He's looking at you for your body.
That's right.
God said the marriage is honorable in all, but the whoremongers will be judged. How does he judge them? With syphilis, gonorrhea, AIDS. It's called an STD. That's how whoremongers are judged and whores are judged. So God is saying to you, marriage is honorable in all. He wants you to find a husband and get married. Especially what? What makes a real man? Give me 1 Kings. What do you think makes a real man? What kind of man should you be looking for? A man of stature, wisdom, respect, wisdom and knowledge, right? You want a man with wisdom and knowledge, right? Okay, get that. 1 Kings was 2 and 2. What makes a man? 1 Kings 2 and 2, and then give me the knowledge. Because she says she wants a knowledgeable man. A man with knowledge. You got that? 1 Kings 2 and 2. We're going to show you what a real man is, sister, according to the Bible. Alright? We're going to read it.
The book of 1 Kings, chapter 2 and verse 2. I go the way of all the earth.
This is King David talking. You ever heard David and Goliath? This is King David talking. He said, I go the way, read.
Be thou strong, therefore, and show thyself a man.
He said, show thyself a man. Show thyself a man. He said, be thou strong and show thyself a man. He's going to describe you what a real man is.
Verse 3, and keep the charge of the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, to keep his statutes and his commandments.
You said a man of stature, right? King David said to keep God's statutes, read. His what?
And his commandments.
And his commandments. A real man is going to keep the commandments of God. A real man is going to tell his wife to dress the way she needs to dress, get a job, take care of her. A real man is going to keep God's. That's what the Bible says about a real man is. Anything less than that is not a real man. A man with a big car with nice rims, that don't make him a man. Right. Is it wrong to have that? No, it ain't nothing wrong to have that. But if you're not keeping the commandments, that ain't a real man. Right. Give me the knowledge. Because she said that she would like a husband that has knowledge. We're going to read the knowledge. What is the knowledge? Is that Malachi 1 verse 7? We're going to read what knowledge is. 2 and 7.
The book of Malachi, chapter 2 and verse 7. For the priest's lips should keep knowledge, and they shall seek the law at his mouth.
It said the priest's lips shall keep knowledge, right? And they shall seek the law at his mouth.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.